Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the Humor Channel. Today we are back with the latest LEGO news for 2024 and 2025. Now of course, before I begin the video, I just want to say that if you do enjoy and want to keep up to date with all of the latest LEGO news from me, then make sure to subscribe as well as like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links will be down in the description below. But with that being said, everyone, let's get right into it. So first off, I want to start by taking a look at two brand new LEGO Star Wars Fortnite skins that LEGO have added into the Fortnite game. These are both based off Star Wars, specifically the Mandalorian. We have Moff Gideon and the IG droid. Both of these look pretty good. It is interesting, however, with the IG droid that he uses the legs and the torso of a regular LEGO minifigure, which isn't something that usually does occur with this character when we see him in LEGO sets. So I think that is quite interesting there, choice-wise. But overall, both of these look really good. And then we did actually get 4 brand new rewards that have been revealed on the LEGO Insiders reward page. With the first one being an ice cream stall, which looks great. Love the brick built ice cream at the top there. And all 4 of these do include a minifigure, and they are all food stalls. Here is the next one, which is a drink stall. Again, it includes another minifigure, and I really like the color on this one and the brick built drink on the top. I think that looks great. We've also got the popcorn stall, which is definitely my favorite one out of the bunch. I absolutely love the brick built popcorn bucket on the top there, which is on the hinge pieces to give it a bit of a slope. And then they also do include a regular popcorn bucket as well for the LEGO minifigures, which I think is great. And then we also have the burger stall as well, which includes a chef minifigure, which looks very nice. The brick built burger on the top, again, looks amazing. And I think that all 4 of these are incredible insider rewards, and I think that these would integrate very nicely into a LEGO city. Now, before I continue with today's video, I just want to say thanks to today's sponsor, that is bricknews.co. They're currently holding the next monthly draw for August 2024, and you will have the chance to win the Dungeons and Dragons idea set and the medieval town square. All you have to do is sign up to bricknews.co for the monthly subscription, which only costs you $5 Australian, and you will have the potential to win both of those. Anyways, moving on, LEGO finally officially revealed the Wicked sets. So the first one that we have is at 75684. Welcome to Emerald City. Recommended for ages 9 and over. I've got to say, overall, the Wicked sets, they look okay. However, one big issue that I have with them is that they include mini dolls. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the mini dolls or anything like that, but I think that for this in particular, it would have been great if LEGO included actual LEGO minifigures, because I think a lot of people would have gone out and actually bought the sets. And I think the fact they've included mini dolls, they've really not thought this out very wisely, because I think that this is going to definitely lead to a lot less sales than they could have potentially had if they just included regular minifigures. It's been absolutely ages since we saw the Wicked Witch as an actual minifigure. The last and the only time we ever saw her was in LEGO Dimensions. Luckily, I own that minifigure, so I'm not really too bothered. However, I think it is quite unfortunate for people who weren't able to get that. But the actual build looks decent. I'm not really a massive fan of any of these sets, if I'm being completely honest with you. I don't really have much of an interest in the film either. So yeah, but here are all of the mini dolls. You do get 5 in the set. And I have no idea who any of them are besides the Wicked Witch. So yeah, but anyways, moving on to the next set, we have set number 75683, and this is recommended for ages 8 and over. And overall, it looks fine. It is a dormitory, which sort of is able to open up. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about this one. I quite like the fact that you can open it up and sort of store it as well, and it does also have some little compartments where you can put stuff inside. So I think that is quite nice, and it does actually close very nicely into a very nice compact model, which you can easily store. So I do appreciate that fact. I know I also quite like some of the builds that have been featured, such as the rolls, but this one just doesn't really interest me. And then you do get 4 mini dolls, which I think are 2 versions of the same character, so that's interesting there. But anyways, moving on to the next set, we have set number 75682, and this is the buildable Glinda and Elphaba. And overall, these look fine. Recommended for ages 10 and over. I think this is probably one of the best sets out of the wave. I think that the buildable characters actually look pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And also another thing that I want to mention, which is something that's scattered throughout all of these Wicked sets, is there are actually little barcodes where you can actually scan those, and it leads to some LEGO app. I'm not really sure exactly, but we will find out soon when people do start reviewing these sets. But overall, I think that the builds for the wands and the brooms and the actual figures themselves and the hat and everything, they look quite good, and I like how you can swap them between both of those characters. And then we also have 75681, and this one is recommended for ages 7 and over. This one is the smallest one out of the wave, I believe, excluding the buildable figures. This one looks fine. It's a nice, cute set. I quite like the bolt that you get, and the little house build as well. And yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about this one. I don't think I've actually watched any of the Wicked trailers, so I am completely clueless about these sets. I'm only showing these for the sake of it, to be honest. And here are all the 3 characters that you get. So you get the Wicked Witch herself, and then you get 2 of the other ones as well. But anyways, moving on to a more interesting set. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas Lego Idea set. It has finally been officially revealed. It will be retailed for $200, where it will be releasing for September 6th, I believe. And if you are an insider, you'll be able to get it from September 3rd. And I gotta say, this one looks incredible. Now, I'm not a massive fan of Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't think I've ever watched the entire film. I've seen little snippets of it here and there, but I've never actually fully sat down and watched it because I'm not really a massive fan of those sort of stop motion type films. The way it's animated, it's just not for me personally. So when we heard we were going to be getting this set, I was pretty excited because I'm a pretty big Disney fan. And also I missed out on the Jack Skellington minifigure from the Disney Sim Series 2. So I kind of wanted to get this set for that. This looks so good. Now, comparing it to the original Idea submission, I gotta say the middle house looks so bad compared to that one. The original submission, it was a lot taller and it also had a lot more depth to it as well, and it just looks so much better. However, if you look at the actual photos from Nightmare Before Christmas, this is actually more accurate. So technically Lego did do a little bit of a better job, even if it does look a lot worse. But I think that the house in the middle should have been a little bit taller, to be honest. Besides that though, rest of the set, I think it looks incredible. I love the other 2 sections. Minifigures are incredible as well, and we will take a closer look at those in just a little bit. But I gotta say, the one thing I really love is the use of the fabric piece for the moon. When we saw the leaked pictures of the set, I thought that was just part of the box art design, but no, it's an actual physical fabric piece that Lego have included to represent the moon. And I think that's just so incredible. It looks brilliant, honestly. And you can see that you do have Jack and Sally who are on the top there as well. And I just think that it looks so amazing. That is a big draw for a lot of people. And I just think overall it looks incredible, like I've just said. But also some of the building techniques are quite nice and clever as well. And here's just a look at the lifestyle picture of the set fully displayed against the wall. And I think this looks so much better than the original official pictures with the white background. I think that this adds a lot more life to the set, in my opinion, and it just looks so much better. But this would be definitely a set that I will be buying. When we saw the leaked picture, I thought it looked pretty good, but seeing the final official images, it just looks incredible, the set. And not to mention the minifigures as well, which I'm going to show right now. All of them are so incredible. The Jack Skellington minifigure, if you can't tell, it is using the longer arms and legs which were used for the Avatar minifigures, as well as the Toy Story ones as well. And Sally looks really good. She looks very similar in the print quality to the one that appeared in the CMF series. As you can see on the screen right now, she's got some incredible leg printing, even on the side of the legs as well. Dual molded arms. Obviously, there are some slight differences in some of the features, such as the hairpiece and such, and the facial expressions, but the quality of that minifigure is incredible. It's got some really great printing. Love the Santa minifigure as well, and then also the little children. I think that all of those are really good, and also the dog looks so amazing. I love that piece. However, I do wish that Oogie Boogie was included, as he's the main villain. But anyways, moving on, we have some very exciting Lego Marvel information. We've actually got an update regarding the new Lego Iron Man Hall of Armor set that we'll be releasing for spring 2025 for $55. So the set will include 4 minifigures, and we do have the list of all 4 of those figures, and it will also include an Igor build, which will also be able to sit a minifigure inside, similar to the previous version of Igor that we saw. So the 4 minifigures included in the set are the following. So we have the Iron Patriot Mark 1, based off Iron Man 3. So it's the one where the colors are the same color scheme as the American flag. I cannot wait to see the return of that minifigure. The last version we saw of that figure wasn't even in a set. It was in a polybag, which is very expensive now. So I'm really happy that Lego are remaking that. And of course, it will feature that new helmet piece, which I'm really excited for. The next minifigure that we have is going to be Pepper Potts. It was originally rumored to be a rescue minifigure. However, I don't think it is. It's just a regular Pepper Potts. I don't know if it will be a new version of her. However, I'm pretty sure that it will probably just end up being the version that appears in the previous Iron Man Hall of Armor set with the suit on, as well as in the Ironmonger Mayhem set. That's what I am just assuming and guessing. And then we also have the Iron Man Mark 42 that will be included again. I cannot wait for that minifigure. I think it's about time that Lego started making more sets from Iron Man 3. And that is one of my all-time favorite live action suits from Iron Man. And I actually missed out on the Iron Man 3 sets when they first came out as well. So I'm a happy man there. And then we will also be getting Aldridge Killian as well, who is one of the main villains for Iron Man 3. I think that the minifigure count is pretty bad. 4 figures for $55 is a lot of money. However, I think the choices are pretty decent. However, I do wish they included Mandarin because the previous version we got was terrible, and some more Iron Man suits. But anyways, we do also have the minifigure lineup for 76313, and that is the buildable Marvel logo. This will be releasing for early 2025 for $100. So the minifigures included are going to be Captain America. He will come with a bike accessory. As for which version of it is, I'm not really too sure. However, I'm pretty sure it is a new version, and Exab on Instagram is saying that it will be based off the World War II outfit from the first Avenger, so it probably will end up being that one. We also have Iron Man, and this will be the Mark 6 version. However, the Mark 6 version did appear in the Avengers Tower, but that will still remain exclusive because the one that will appear in the Marvel logo set will actually be an undamaged version, which I think is great to see there. I'm really happy that LEGO have decided to go ahead and do that. We also have the Thor minifigure, which will be a new version of him as well. Black Widow, I'm not sure if that will be a new version, but it will probably end up being a reuse. And then we also have Bruce Banner, and that will of course be a new minifigure as well. I gotta say, I'm not sure why they didn't include Hawkeye, because this set is supposed to be a sort of homage to the original Phase 1 MCU movie, so I think it's quite bad that they didn't include Hawkeye as one of the founding Avengers members. But moving on, we also have a bit of an update regarding the Avengers Endgame Final Battle set that will be releasing for spring of 2025, and it will retail for $100, and it's set to include at least 7 minifigures. This info is coming from Exab as well on Instagram. The first figure is going to be Falcon, which I believe is supposed to be the same one that appears in the Civil War set from 2025 as well. And then we also have Ant-Man, who is going to be a new minifigure. Cannot wait for him. It's been ages since we've seen a proper Ant-Man minifigure. LEGO usually just give out a bunch of micro figures of him, so I'm really happy that they're giving a proper figure where we'll see that new helmet being used for him. We also have the Wasp as well, and that will be the same figure from the Avengers Tower. Iron Spider-Man will also be included, and that will be a new minifigure. A Chitauri member will also be included, and more unknown minifigures. It's not yet known that he's included, but I'm pretty sure Thanos will also be in it as well. It's just a very obvious choice. He was in the 2 previous Endgame Final Battle sets, so it definitely makes sense to have him as the main villain of that scene in this set. And then it does also include multiple portals, some terrain, and some Avengers HQ ruins as well. And then lastly, I want to talk about LEGO Ideas, because they have actually announced 2 new sets that will be releasing for some time in 2025. And I gotta say, both of these are extremely exciting, and I cannot wait for both of these to release. So the first set that we will be getting for LEGO Ideas in 2025 that has just been announced is actually going to be a Gremlins set. So this is what it is going to be. This is the submission, which won, and it is a buildable gizmo. Now, I do hope that LEGO include a Gizmo minifigure with the set. I think it would be great if they did. Sort of similar to how they do with LEGO Star Wars buildable models. However, if they don't, it's not the end of the world. They did make him in the LEGO Dimensions packs. However, I would still like if they remade him for the set. But the buildable Gizmo, in my opinion, looks absolutely incredible. It is pure perfection. I love this set so much. It honestly looks really good. The building techniques that have been used by the original designer look amazing as well. I love the way that the ears have been done as well with these slopes. It just looks so good. And I'm hoping that LEGO don't change that too much. And then the next set that we have is actually from the Goonies, which is very interesting. And just to look at the original submission, I can't believe that LEGO are actually making this. And you can see it is an absolute masterpiece of a set. And this is probably going to be a pretty expensive one, but I'm hoping that LEGO don't change it too much size-wise. But yeah, that looks incredible, that Goonies set, and even the Gremlins one. I think both of those are going to be great. And especially if you are an 80s kid as well, those are going to be extremely great sets for you. But there we go, everyone. With that being said, this is the end of the video. If you did enjoy, then why not subscribe as well as like the video and turn on notifications, as well as follow me on Instagram and join my Discord server. Links will be down in the description below. Let me know down in the comments below what you think about all of the latest LEGO news today. Are you excited for the Goonies and the Gremlins, and also all of the Marvel minifigures that we will be seeing in 2025? And will you be picking the Nightmare Before Christmas setup when it does release? I'll talk to you guys soon, so peace out, see you later, and bye-bye.